Welcome to Whores Talk Horror.
We're not really whores. We just like wordplay.
Hello and welcome to Whores Talk Horror. I'm Sharon.
I'm Melinda.
And since we had so much fun recording our last trivia episode about where Spencer basically, he quizzed us on horror movie trivia, we decided to do it again, but this time we are going to get quizzed on serial killer and true crime trivia.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to have another beer tasting because that was also a lot of fun.
And we like beer, so...
Not going to lie, we do like beer. And this time we decided not to just do pumpkin beer. In fact, I don't think we have any pumpkin beers. We're just, we each picked a couple beers and then Spencer picked a beer. And we're just going to kind of surprise each other and taste what we all brought. So, Mindy, let's tell everyone what our first beer is.
Okay, so our first beer, I'm going to be honest, I picked this strictly based on the can design. We're going to start off...
This is a podcast, Mindy. What does the can look like?
Well, I'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
The beer is called Rainbows, and that's rainbows with a W instead of an R, and it has a little beer glass with rainbows coming out of it. And it says, hazy pale ale brewed with Citra, Cascade, and Mosaic hops. And best of all, it's made by Little Beaver Brewery right out of Bloomington, Illinois. So it's sort of local.
Aw, Little Beaver.
And it has a little beaver raising a beer glass on the back of it. It's super cute. But it is a hoppy beer, which I am kind of more into like stouts now than hoppies, but we're going to try it. So here we go. And again, Rainbows,
how many AP
people.
use, Mindy?
Shut up, Sharon. And I actually can't find that. I don't remember where we found it. Spencer, I think, found it.
That was a different can, I think.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. It's beer. So, and it's pretty. So let's just stick with that.
It doesn't matter. It's beer.
All right, so...
We're just going to assume it's like 5.5.
Rainbows, baby.
Rainbows. Cheers. All right.
That's actually not as hoppy as I was expecting.
It smells very hoppy, and I'm not a huge fan of hoppy beers. It's very citrusy.
It is.
The citrus kind of cuts down on the bitterness of the hops.
Yeah, it's very drinkable, but also it has a pretty can. So I just want to keep mentioning that.
Yeah, it's a good blend of citrus and hoppy. It's not too hoppy because I don't like hoppy either, but it's not overly hoppy for those of you who don't like hops. It's fine.
I would give this one a...
How many beavers would you give this one?
Yes, let's rate. Since we're done with pumpkin beers, we cannot rate this on a scale of like 1 to 5 pumpkin heads anymore. We're gonna rate this on beaver heads. This gets 3.75 beaver heads.
Wow, that's very good. Little Beaver Brewery, good job. See, look, he's holding up a little beer can. We can even post a picture. Or I think we took a picture already. We'll post it on Instagram so y'all can see.
Yeah. And how many beaver heads do you give this one?
I would actually probably go for 3.7 beaver heads.
3.7?
Because I think it's very drinkable, but I do still prefer stouts these days, I think, but I like it.
Spencer?
I would probably do 3 beavers.
3 heads. 3 beaver heads.
No, just beavers.
I think it's just beaver.
Take that for what you will.
Yeah, because hops are not my favorite thing, but the citrus adds a little sweetness, so it's fine. And we do have some popcorn so we can cleanse our palate.
Yeah, we apologize if you hear us crunching away.
We're going to try not to do that, though, because that's so annoying, especially if you have earbuds in. Oof.
I'll try and edit as much of that out as possible.
All right, so I'm just going to say it like last time. You know, not experts on serial killers, not experts on horror movies. We just enjoy these things.
Don't judge us, is what she's saying.
These
Or
are
judge
a few
us.
of our favorite things.
You know more about serial killers than the average person, like me, but you also are not experts. There are a lot of people, possibly some of you listeners, who know a lot about serial killers. So we're gonna
do
get
our
some of
best,
these wrong.
right?
Yeah, and sorry for those of you screaming at your iPod or phone or whatever you're listening to this on and saying, you idiots,
Your
this
Walkmans.
answer. Oh, your Walkman. Oh, you taped it and you made a mixtape of our podcast.
I think I heard the Walkman's coming back, actually.
I have.
Oh,
It's
I
for
think
their
I heard that too.
anniversary, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. All right, are you ready for some serial killer trivia?
Whoop, whoop.
All right, these first ones, I think are more general serial killers things, and you should get a bunch of these.
Don't preempt it. Just
Okay.
come at us,
Bring
bro.
it.
During what decade was the term serial killer coined? Sharon, you can't see my screen, can you?
I cannot see your screen.
Good.
I'm not going to cheat. What decade?
It was Mindhunt. Like,
Oh,
19
actually, I can give you multiple choice for these.
Oh, okay.
That'll make it a little bit easier.
I'm going to say 1970, but yes, bring the multiple choice questions on.
Mindy, do you have a guess before I give you the choices?
no, just go ahead.
1950s, 1960s, or 1970s?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go 1970s.
Yeah, I was, right?
That is correct.
Woo woo.
Thanks, Mindhunter.
Yeah,
on
thanks,
Netflix.
Mindhunter.
Yeah. Robert Ressler, former director of the FBI Violent Criminal Apprehension Program, coined the term in the mid-70s. All right, next, and yes, these are multiple choice. How are serial killers different from mass murderers? Choice A, serial killers are more skilled. Choice B, serial killers let time pass between murders.
Yep.
And C, serial killers murder all their victims in a short amount of time.
No, it's
I
definitely
think
B.
it's B, yeah.
You are correct. As opposed to mass murderers who kill 4 or more people in a short period of time in the same place, serial killers murder 3 or more victims with cooling off periods in between.
Duh. Everyone knows
Everybody
that.
knows that.
Everyone knows that.
Next question. About how many serial killers have there been in the United States in the past century? Choices are 300, 400, or 500.
That we know of.
True.
Yeah.
It's an estimate.
I'm going to say
I would go maybe B.
400.
What was the...
B was 400.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, too.
I'm going to go with 400.
You both are correct.
What up?
We're actually doing a little bit better at this than we did at Halloween horror movie trivia.
Speak for yourself.
Well, I could go to the other link that has much harder questions.
just stop.
You know what? You can go back and forth.
That is true. I could. The FBI estimates there have been approximately 400 serial killers responsible for anywhere from 2,526 to 3,680 victims during the last century.
And
Wow.
that's that we know of, because
Yeah.
how many crimes happen every day that we have no idea?
All right, I'm going to give you a harder one from this other site. Juan Corona was born in Mexico in 1934. He migrated to Yuba City, California years later for farm work. Corona eventually rose to the position of labor contractor, making him responsible for hiring iterants to pick fruit for local growers, despite being diagnosed with what in his younger days?
Liver cancer because he made Corona beer?
Sharon?
Okay. I'm going to say schizophrenia.
Ooh.
Sharon is correct.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I'm number one. I'm number one.
So, do we know who that was? I don't know who that was.
His name is Juan Corona, and that's why this was a hard question, because I don't think either one of you had ever heard of this guy.
And he's probably not responsible for making Corona beers.
It was a shot in the dark.
All right. Do you want an easy question or a hard question?
Surprise us.
Don't ask us that. Just give us a fucking question.
David Berkowitz was a serial killer who earned the nickname Son of
Sam. Oh. It's okay. So that was not the...
No, that was not. I shall read that again.
I like your enthusiasm, Sharon.
Yeah, maybe I'll just let you finish the questions from now on.
David Berkowitz was a serial killer who earned the nickname Son of Sam thanks to a letter he wrote to a newspaper. What was he called before that? And your choices are the Dragon Boy, the Snowman Killer, 44 Caliber Killer, or the Bloodstain Killer.
The 44 caliber killer.
Yeah, I would agree.
You are correct. Sharon, are you sure you can't see my screen?
I'm just
Dude.
know this shit.
Yeah.
What girl doesn't know her serial killer shit?
True. Next, the Zodiac Killer is one of the most famous serial killers. Throughout his era of activity, he sent letters to newspapers with clues, but they stopped suddenly on July 8th, 1974. Why? A. He retired. B. He was killed. C. he was caught? Or D, the answer is still a mystery?
D, but I think it's because Robert Downey Jr.'s character left the newspaper, so there's no point in writing anymore. I'm referring to the movie Zodiac, which is really, really good. But I would still go with our answer.
According to this, it does say the answer is still a mystery, but it also, I think, possibly is he retired. He may have just retired. So, but in general, it's a mystery.
I wonder what his pension plan was like.
Next question. Ian Brady was the male partner of a pair of serial killers who terrorized the Lancashire area of England. I think I said that right. What is the name of Brady's female accomplice? This is not multiple choice. I'm sorry.
All Through the House?
I was waiting for that. I don't know. It's definitely easier with multiple choice.
Yeah. Mindy, I assume you don't have an answer. This is Myra Hindley. Obviously.
Should we do another beer? All right. So I worked up a bit of a thirst, killing it at fucking trivia.
Whatever.
So this next beer is a sour ale. It's the Maceration Fruited Sour Ale with blackberry, plum, and raspberry from New Image Brewing in Arvada, Colorado. 7.5% alcohol by volume, or as Mindy calls it, ABUs.
Oh, stop it.
And it's got a really cool can, and it says an explosive work of art on it. So, yeah, let's try this one.
It's purple. The can's purple, which is, I'm a fan of purple.
The color of the ale is, well, it's not really a purple. It's more of a reddish, pinkish
Looks
color.
fruity,
yes.
though. Wow.
Ooh, that is tart.
That is really tart. I actually kind of like it.
I love sour ales, and this is pretty fucking sour.
I like it. And I like how sour this is. It's kind of delicious.
It kind of tastes like rhubarb.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like I know it contains blackberry, plum, and raspberry, but it almost tastes like a really sour strawberry rhubarb pie.
It is tart, baby.
With alcohol.
That'll get you drunk.
With 7.5 ABUs of alcohol.
You know, I'm gonna say that in front of somebody who doesn't listen and say, yeah, it got blah 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 ABUs. I'm like, what are you talking about?
So I would give this 4 beavers.
Are we gonna stick with? Because I went with beavers because the other one.
You know
was from
what?
a
We
beaver
started
brewery.
with beavers. We're gonna finish with beavers.
All right, Little Beaver Brewery. Thank you for contributing to our show today,
If you want to send us any free beaver beer
or sponsor us. Doors open.
we will not say no.
whorestalkhorror@gmail.com.
If you want to send us some free beavers.
Or that. I'd say I'd give this 3 to 3.5 beavers.
Spencer.
Yeah, I'd probably do 3.5 or so, just because it's a little bit. I like. It's
Say
a little,
beaver.
Oh yeah, 3.5 beavers. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a bit sweeter than the last one.
It's pretty tart.
Yeah, it's good.
All
It's
right.
good though.
I think I'm ready for some more serial killer trivia.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Which of the following serial killers was born in Hoover, Vermont? John Wayne Gacy, Eileen Wuornos, Jeffrey Dahmer, or Ted Bundy?
No, wait.
Bundy. I
No,
think. Yeah,
Bundy was born in Washington.
No, he wasn't. He was born in a halfway house because his mom gave birth to him illegitimately. Yep. He was
Well, I
he
know
later moved to Washington when his mom moved to Washington
okay.
and married.
I know. Well, I know it's not the other three
No,
because
it's
Eileen
not.
Wuornos is from Michigan. Dahmer, I think, was actually born in Illinois before he moved to Milwaukee. And who was the other? Gacy. He was also from Illinois. Go Illinois!
I was just gonna say Illinois rules. No, Bundy.
Sure, Bundy.
Correct.
Woohoo!
What? Oh,
Good job, Minnie. I only know him from Washington. I didn't realize he was born in Vermont.
yeah. I read The Stranger Beside Me, and then just recently saw some weird special that was on one of the random channels for Halloween, and so that's fresh in my mind. But yeah,
I just bought that book and I can't wait to start reading it.
it's
but
so good you won't be able to stop.
I have to
it's so
finish.
good.
I already finished I'll Be Gone in the Dark. What am I reading now? Chase Darkness with Me. I knew it had dark in the title. But that is such
That's next.
a good book. It's actually a very quick read. I basically read it on my lunch breaks at work and have been like zipping through it. So I'm excited to finish and start Stranger Beside Me.
Quick plug right there for Anne Rule and
Billy Jensen.
thank you. Anyway, proceed, Spencer. Sorry.
Thank you. How many consecutive life sentences did John Wayne Gacy receive for his killings?
Oh, son of a bitch. I don't even know.
The options are 25, 21, 18, or 13.
I think it's 18.
I honestly don't know.
He killed a lot
I know,
of boys.
yeah.
I'm going to say 18.
Mindy?
I'll go with that.
The answer is 21.
Ooh, close.
That's close.
Yeah.
For bonus points, do you know when he was executed?
Oddly, I don't know that much about him. Like a lot of the details.
If you even give me a year, I'll give you bonus points.
Okay, so when he was executed, I'm going to say 1990.
Mindy, any thoughts?
No, because all that's in my head are other questions, which probably are cheating. So I'll stick with Sharon's answer.
He was executed on May 10th, 1994.
Oh, shit.
You're
were
close.
You
I
got
was not
the
too far off.
90s.
I do know that where his house is approximately 25, 30 minutes from where we are now recording.
Shut up, really?
Yeah. But they like bulldozed it down. It's not there anymore.
Are you ready for more?
Ready for more.
Where was serial killer Jeffrey Dahmer born?
Go for it.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Gary, Indiana, Cleveland, Ohio, or Boston, Massachusetts.
Oh, it's actually, you know what? I misspoke earlier. It was Cleveland, Ohio. And then, but I swear he also lived in Illinois for some part of his life. Maybe you can look that up while we're finishing our beer, but I'm going to go with Cleveland, Ohio for this.
I'm going to go with your mom's house. Because I don't know.
Well, assuming the people who wrote this question are correct, the answer is Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Wait, what? I thought he was...
I don't know. We might have to look that up and confirm.
All right, I think you need to look that up now
Okay.
while we finish our beers. All right, so I totally thought that Dahmer was from Illinois originally and then moved to Milwaukee. But Spencer, you've done a little research, and what's the story?
Yeah, he was born in Milwaukee. Then when he was about 6 years old, his family moved to Ohio, where he spent a lot of time, actually. I think he even went to college in Ohio. And then later he went back to Wisconsin, which is, and I think his killings were in both Ohio and Wisconsin.
What is his connection to Illinois? No, you know what? He traveled to Chicago to pick up some of his victims, I think, in some of the gay bars in Chicago.
Yeah, I do remember hearing there was some Illinois connection.
I'm pretty sure.
Although, to be fair, Wisconsin's not far. I mean...
Yeah. Oh, no. Milwaukee's about an hour and a half away from here. So, yeah. But I do believe...
If he was like, I need fresh meat, he could come to Chicago quite easily.
Yeah. I believe he did pick up some of his victims from Chicago. And also, I want to say, he was in the military for a while, too. And then he actually lived in Germany for a while.
Yeah, this says on June 30th, I'm not sure what year, Dahmer traveled to Chicago where he encountered a 20-year-old named Matt Turner at a bus station.
There we go.
Yeah, it does talk about Chicago bars and stuff like that. So he definitely did.
Yeah. And I know he was in the military and was in Germany for a while. And they're thinking that he might have even murdered some people in Germany.
All right.
Some unsolved case. All right. Anyways,
This
yeah.
is not an episode about Jeffrey Dahmer. This is all serial killers.
But I love him.
Weird.
Is he your serial killer crush?
I mean, a girl fantasizes. No.
Shit just got weird up in here.
A girl can dream. All right, back to Ted Bundy.
Oh, hey.
He pitches for the wrong team anyways. He's so
This
out of
is
my
true.
league. Oh, and he's dead.
So...
Fair point.
Number of things.
A
Yeah.
lot of issues.
Anyway, Ted Bundy.
What were Ted Bundy's final words? This is multiple choice.
Peace out, bitches.
Hey, you got it right.
I think I know this, but go ahead.
Well, if you think you know it, what is it?
No, I wanna hear it.
No. I want to hear
No,
what you
Mindy,
think
we
it
want to
is.
hear what you have to
You
say.
volunteered this
He
information.
said something to the effect of like, I'm not guilty or I didn't do it or something like that.
All right, now what are the options?
The options are A, finally. B, I'd like you to give my love to my family and friends. Although he probably didn't say it like that, if that's what it was. B, it feels a little cold in here.
Sorry.
And D, well, that's odd.
Wait a minute.
Mindy, I don't think any of those kind of...
No. I didn't. I swear to God, I read that he protested his innocence to the very end.
I think he
gave the confession tapes, but then outwardly...
Then he was like, redacted.
Well,
I redact all that.
Did you notice in the confession tapes when he talks about the women he killed, he whispers and is like, did you get that? Did you get that?
I think it was give my love to my family.
Yeah,
and
I would go with that
friends.
then, I guess.
And you would be correct.
Woo!
Although, fuck y'all motherfuckers would be a good way to go out, too.
That would be my closing line.
And then as I'm fading away, I'd go, ASMD, and suck my dick. Shout out to Fear of a Black Cat.
Next question. Which of the following is not one of the ways experts classify serial killers?
Ooh.
A, motive. B, social patterns. Or C, method.
I'm going to say B, social patterns.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
You are both wrong. It is method.
What?
So, like, how they would kill them, like knife,
Right.
choking. Oh, yeah, I guess they don't classify.
Because serial killers can kill in a lot of different ways. They don't
Yeah.
classify them as serial killers based on their method.
That's true, good
but
point.
they classify them as
Yes.
serial killers based on motive and social patterns.
Yes, that is true.
We're learning a lot today, ladies and gentlemen.
Don't forget.
The more you know.
Which serial killer is also known as the Green River Killer?
I know this one.
You want to just blurt it out?
I just read this.
Gary Ridgway.
Oh, I lived on Ridgeway,
But
too. I just read this
named
book.
after the Green River Killer.
Yay! I grew up on that street.
But can you please just, for,
Just do it.
the
Yeah.
people out there who are not as smart as me.
For you listeners who are playing at home, the options are A, Gary Ridgway, B, Eileen Wuornos, C, Charles Manson, and D, the identity of the Green River Killer is unknown. Mindy, do you have a guess?
Oh, it's Charles Manson. I'm kidding. Anne Rule wrote a great book about this case. FYI, those of you who want to read it, look it up.
Put it on the list. Put it on
It's
the
actually, I
list.
think, on Amazon Unlimited for Kindle, I think. Or Amazon Prime for Kindle. So you can read it for free.
Which serial killer was put to death via lethal injection on October 9th, 2002?
Eileen Wuornos.
Holy shit.
But I'll let you read the answer.
I didn't even know that.
God, I hope she's wrong. A, Hannibal Lecter.
Not a
Wait,
real person.
I was going to say, Anthony Hopkins is still alive and well.
B, Eileen Wuornos.
Ooh.
C, Jeffrey Dahmer. And D, I forgot my letters for a second. D, Ted Bundy.
Well,
No,
I
yeah,
can
it
tell
has to
Ted
be.
Bundy was way before that.
So is Dahmer, right?
Dahmer was beaten to death in prison. He
Yeah.
never got lethal injection. So,
But he was dead before that.
but it doesn't matter. The
time.
question is who got lethal injection.
Good point.
And A is not a real person, so it's Eileen Wuornos.
You are correct. Yay.
Yeah, I know my shit.
You're very good at this. You're kicking my ass. I did good at the horror movie trivia, I have to say, but you're doing real good in this one. This is our niche. This is why we come together.
Right?
If we combine our superpowers, we could be badass.
Our superpowers of true crime slash serial
podcasting
killers slash horror movies.
All right, let's go to a hard one.
All right, let's
That's what she said.
do it.
What?
Whoa.
I have no
Yes,
response.
I broke Spencer. He actually cracked up. That was awesome.
Where was Zodiac's first confirmed crime? This is not multiple choice.
Son of a bitch. It was in California somewhere.
Yeah, are they looking for a specific location?
Yeah.
Somewhere like a lover's lane.
Something like that.
In California, but I don't remember.
Like Oakland.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Oakland.
More specific than that, but you're not going to know the answer.
And no, I don't know.
Mindy, do you have a
California.
terrible guess?
Do you have a terrible guess?
All through the house.
The answer is Lake Herman Road.
Yeah, no.
Didn't I say that?
Oh,
did.
no, you're right. You did.
That's in Oakland. I've been there. No, I'm kidding. I don't know where that is.
But you're going to San Fran next week. Maybe you should go there.
Yeah. That sounds like a good time.
See if you can find Lake Herman Road.
Take some selfies there. Post them on our Instagrams.
Hey, look where I am. I can lay down, pretend to be dead. Have my coworkers take my picture.
Do you want to know what happened there?
Yeah, I do.
Zodiac killed teenagers Betty Lou Jensen and David Faraday on December 20th, 1968. Faraday was shot once in the head and presumably died while trying to exit the car, while Betty Lou managed to run a few yards and was hit in the back by 5 bullets.
I have to say, Zodiac's a good-ass movie.
This man has been confused with Edmund Kemper because they both share another nickname.
Okay.
Is it Ed Gein from Illinois?
All right. Hold on. Read that question one more time.
Well, I haven't finished it, but...
Oh.
This man has been confused with Edmund Kemper because they both share another nickname, ... I haven't finished. What are you going to say?
Just, you know what? Finish the question
Okay.
first, and then I'll say what I have to say.
The nickname is the Co-Ed Killer. In Michigan, he's better known as the Ypsilanti Ripper. Who is this man?
Ed Gein from Illinois.
No, it's not fucking Ed Gein
I'm
from Illinois.
joking, remember?
But
Call back.
I think we might have to insert a little outtake at this point
I think you might be right.
where Mindy and I actually got into a little bit of a heated discussion between Ed Gein and Ed Kemper.
That's why I said that, because I thought it would be funny.
Yeah, I
It's a
know. And
callback.
we're going to throw the outtake in here.
Yeah, I don't think we can play the whole outtake because it was a pretty long discussion.
Yeah.
But maybe we can find a snippet to put in there.
Yeah. Well, here we go. Take a listen.
But there was a serial killer named Ed Kemper who
From Illinois.
murdered women.
Yes.
No, he's not from Illinois.
He was in Plainfield, Illinois. I just watched a special last week.
Kansas. Ed Kemper is from...
He's from Plainfield. Look it up.
Ed Kemper was born in California.
But where did he live with his mother?
California!
Investigation Discovery says differently.
Maybe it wasn't Ed Kemper that you watched. Maybe it was someone else, Mindy.
I'm looking it up. Oh, I'm sorry. That was Ed Gein. That's who I was thinking of.
I accept your apology.
Anyway, sorry.
All right.
So what's the answer,
So
Sharon?
now we're back.
Shame me publicly. Let's do it.
Well, actually, I think there was a book written about this killer in Michigan. I do not know his actual name. So I'm just going to say all through the house.
Good answer, good answer. Hey, at least you know that there's a book written about him. I didn't know anything.
Yeah, I think it's called like the Michigan Murders or something like that. I don't know. Look it up.
Mindy, do you have a thought?
I don't.
His name is John Norman Collins.
That's what I meant to say.
Can you look up the Michigan Murders
Yeah.
and see if that's a book?
All right, so we just did a little research, and yes, Sharon was correct. There is a book called The Michigan Murders by Edward Keyes, and it is about that guy who killed people in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
And what's his name again?
Oh, God damn it. His name was John Norman Collins.
Okay.
All right, thank you. So we are switching to this is actually a cider, not a beer. Mindy, this is your pick. What'd you bring us?
This is from North Shore Cider Company in Evanston, Illinois. It is a gin botanical infused cider, and I mention that because the name of it is Hey Jealousy. Just like the Gin Blossoms, Hey Jealousy.
Shout out to all you Gin Blossom fans out there.
I argue that was a very good album. I had it on cassette tape when I was like 14. But anyway, maybe older, younger. I'm not disclosing my age. Anyway, it's a cute little can, and it's a cider, and I literally, again, picked it because of the can, because I thought it was funny that it was a Gin Blossom song as the title of the beer, so we're going to taste it and see if it holds up to the song.
Oh, God. I hope it's way better than the song.
And do you know where the Gin Blossoms got their band name from?
Gin?
Gin?
It's the gin blossoms are the things when you see somebody who's like an alcoholic and their nose is all like kind of red and puffy and stuff. That's the capillaries have broken in their nose and they're called gin blossoms, or they used to be called gin blossoms.
Oh, really?
Are you serious?
I learned that from pop-up video back in the day.
I loved pop-up video.
I loved pop-up video too.
Wow. Oh, now I'm super self-conscious about my nose because we're drinking all this beer.
Half our listeners are probably like, what the fuck is pop-up video?
Right? And who are the gin blossoms?
That too.
Anyway, hey, Jealousy. It's good. I'm not a big cider fan, but I'm enjoying this. It's kind of a drier cider, I feel like. So it's not like super sweet. I like it. It's drinkable. And it's got a cute little can.
And so wait, is this like actually infused with gin or just
Yeah, I think it's just said gin botanicals.
Oh,
That's
here
what
we
it
go.
says at the bottom, yeah.
This is our funkiest cider to date. Gin and cider is a fantastic combination. Trust us. So we made Hey Jealousy in the style of a gin. We started with a dry cider, fermented from fresh pressed juice. Then we infused it with juniper, berries, dried orange peel, and herbs de Provence. This bright herbal cider has that botanical gin flavor you crave. So there's not actually gin in here. It's just the
stuff that makes gin taste like gin.
However, they did grind up a few members of the gin blossom in that. Though they are in here, which adds for the extra taste.
No, I do
good.
really like it.
Yeah, I do too.
How many beavers do you give this?
I give this 4 beavers.
I'm going to go with 4 members of the gin blossoms.
You
I don't know how many are in the band.
Oh, Spencer, can you
How
look
many-
up the equivalent
Right.
of beavers to gin blossom
Yeah,
members?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't know it. I think it's 4.2 Gin Blossom members.
I can't do math.
I don't know.
Everyone knows in the U.S. we rate things by beavers. Everywhere else in the world uses the gin blossom scale.
Shit. So what did I say? I give this like 3 to 4 beavers. Let's put it
All
that
right,
way.
all right.
We'll say 3.5. I give it 3 beavers because I do like cider, but I don't like dry things. And this is definitely on the drier side. And I'm not a huge fan of gin. So it's drinkable, but it's not my favorite.
It's not very gin tasting.
No, it
feel
just
like.
has those botanical
Yeah.
flavors. Yeah.
I like it because some ciders are too sweet for me, but I like
hate
how
sweet
this
cider.
is sweet but dry.
All right. Serial killers who believe they will profit in some way from the murders are called A. Gain killers, B. Reward murderers, or C. Profiteers.
Well, there's a number of ways this answer could go.
I'm going to say... Wait, what was option A again?
Gain killers.
I'm going to say gain killers.
Mindy?
Yeah. What was option B?
Reward murderers.
That sounds made up.
And C is clearly like our elected officials. So I'm going to go with A.
Sharon?
She said A too.
A, yes, you are correct.
Whoop, whoop.
We're smart.
SMRT. We are so smart. Another Simpsons reference.
What was Theo Durant's full name?
Theo Huxtable. Durant. Theo Huxtable Durant.
Well played.
My mind is blown.
That was amazing. Are there options?
No.
I'm going to go with just Theodora, just like in the original Haunting and the book The Haunting of Hill House.
I'm sticking with my answer.
Because she says, Theodora, just Theodora.
Both really good answers. Both wrong. William Henry Theodore Durant.
Son of a bitch.
Fuck.
That's like more than just one real name. That's a number of
That's
names.
4 names. How did Albert DeSalvo, also known as the Boston Strangler, die? A. Stabbed to death in prison. B. Old age. C. Strangulation. Or D. Suicide.
I was going to go with strangulation.
I actually don't know.
I honestly don't know either. I'm just going to say strangulation because that would be very ironic.
It would be. Mindy?
I'm going to go with Sharon on this one. I'm going to ride her coattails.
The answer
Wait,
is...
did you say my goat tails?
Your coat tails.
Oh.
Although if you have a goat, I would love to play with it.
We can go goat cuddling up at a farm sanctuary.
I've heard, yes. But anyway, what's the answer?
The answer is A. Stabbed to death in prison.
That makes sense because...
It's easy to stab someone to death. in
And
prison.
also people don't take kindly to... Like in prison, I guess they don't take kindly to people that
Like-
murder other people.
What?
Maybe that's just children murderers.
Yeah, child murderers. In prison, they don't take kindly to people who...
Or like anybody, really.
A lot of prison is just people who murder other people.
They're just angry. They don't take kindly, period. Good point. Thank you. Spencer, you have another question for us before Sharon chokes on her popcorn.
Now I know Mindy's kryptonite is actually true crime and serial killers.
Yeah, but bring on the horror movie trivia. I did okay.
Yeah, we did all right. We did all right.
We did all right. Okay.
It's passable.
Shut up, Spencer. I love you. Bring on the next question.
Was Dennis Rader known as the BTK Strangler?
No, he was known as BTK Killer.
Wow. I love how quick on the draw you are with these. It's admirable.
But am I right?
Spencer,
Well,
we're just the rest of the
I've
question.
never heard
and
him
our
called
options.
BTK Strangler. I've only heard him called the BTK Killer.
Killer, yeah, but read the rest of it and the
So,
options.
Oh, wait, yeah,
well, the
are there
options the options are just yes and no.
Oh,
Then I'm gonna...
I think I'm gonna stop asking questions from this page because this one says the answer is yes. He was known as the BTK Strangler, even though I think you're correct. He was only known as the BTK Killer.
yeah,
so
I've only heard that.
I'm not really
myself.
trusting this page anymore.
All right, fuck this page.
But for bonus points, what does BTK stand for?
Bind, torture, kill.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Thank you, ID Discovery.
At least that's what the tattoo on my ass says.
Hey! Well played.
The Black Dahlia.
Spencer's still laughing. He's still laughing.
I was trying to think of some clever comment, but
You can't
I just
really
wanted to
with
let that lie.
Sometimes
Ooh,
you just
but-
have to let something go.
Right. The Black Dahlia is famous for being the first female serial killer. True or false?
False, motherfucker.
False.
She was killed big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, false.
I do have one thing to say. If you are interested in the Black Dahlia case, please, 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 even if you're not interested, even if you know nothing about the Black Dahlia, listen to the Root of Evil podcast. It is one of the
It's interesting.
best, most fascinating podcasts I've ever heard. If you like true crime, you will love it.
H.H. Holmes was the name he went by, but what was his real name?
Sharon, this is all you, girl. Are there
All right.
options, Spencer?
Nope.
All right.
I don't think I even know this.
I think you know this in your brain somewhere, but I don't know if you'll be able to.
Access.
Is it Henry Harrison? Honestly, I don't even think it's H something. Isn't it John?
No, his first name does start with an H.
Okay. Is it It's not Henry though.
No,
Okay. Harry? No, Harrison.
no.
What is it?
Herman.
Ew.
Herman. Wait, it's Herman something Mudgett.
Yeah.
Holy
Herman.
shit.
It's Herman. Fuck, what is Herman?
I only have a middle initial. I don't have the actual name.
Is it an F?
Oh.
Because that's right. She's right if it's an
Is
F.
it Herman J.
No.
Mudgett?
It is Mudgett, but it's not.
Herman fuck Mudgett.
Herman fuck Mudgett. What's a fuck Mudgett?
You said fuck
I don't know.
Herman
before, so I thought that was his middle name.
Herman fuck Mudgett.
We're just going to say, yeah, that's right.
What is it? What's the
It's
answer?
W. Herman W. Mudgett.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
But that was impressive.
No, I knew you would know
It's
some of
honestly,
that,
it's not that
really.
impressive considering considering he's my favorite fucking serial killer, and also considering I've read Devil in the White City, and I
So am I. I didn't know
listened
that
to
answer.
the 3-part Last Podcast on the Left podcast. The episodes about him. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling I should have known that.
Well, you came up with Mudgett, so
Yeah, that was more than I knew, and I know you know more on that subject than I do, so well done.
Thanks.
Accept your kudos.
yes, please. Which of the following is not one of the reasons thought to contribute to why a person might become a serial killer?
Wait. Can you read that again?
Yes, I can. Which of the following is not one of the reasons thought to contribute to why a person might become a serial killer?
All right, so we're looking for the negative.
Yes.
Right.
All right, the wrong answer.
Right.
Which is then the right
Which
answer.
is yes. Yes.
Does that confuse you?
Yes.
My mind just exploded.
I just confused myself, but go ahead. Read the answers.
A. Brain injury. B. Childhood abuse. Or C. Peer pressure.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, I think I'd go with that too.
Correct.
That was
That
dumb.
was kind of easy.
That was very easy.
Well, let's go to a hard question. Oh, goddamn, I just closed the page.
Oh, fuck. That means popcorn break.
Yep, it does.
More questions.
What common clothing accessory did Dennis Nilsson use to dispose of many of his victims?
What clothing did he use to dispose of them?
Common clothing accessory.
Oh, you mean to, like, when you say expose.
I didn't say
wait.
expose. I said dispose.
Like,
Oh, so
Kill.
to
What did
kill.
he use to kill
Stockings?
many of his victims?
Hey,
nylons?
we're on our third beer here. Cut us a break. Oh, yeah, that
We
would be
don't
good.
drink. What are you talking about? I'm just going to go with nylons because that's a pretty
Yeah.
common.
Well, you know what? Let's
undies?
I'm going to go with
Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
get it out.
Call of the Wild.
You know what? If you're going to go with stockings,
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a belt.
Okay.
The answer is a tie.
Son of a bitch.
But a belt, I think, was close. But you still don't get the
No.
points.
No, it's not close.
Okay.
You don't wear a belt around your neck like
Unless
you do
you're-
a tie.
unless you're like a
I've been wearing my
fashionista,
belt all wrong.
that's a new trend we're going to start now.
All right. Well,
Sharon's not convinced.
I'm not convinced about that new trend, and you know we have to get some wrong eventually.
Sure.
And honestly though, these questions have been pretty fucking easy. So bring us some hard questions, but make sure the hard ones are multiple choice.
That's the problem. The hard ones are on the page that doesn't have multiple choice.
Damn it! All right, whatever.
All right. How many people was Constanzo suspected of killing?
What?
George Costanza?
Yeah.
How many people did George Costanza kill?
This is not multiple choice.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, okay.
I don't
well,
even know who you're talking about.
I don't know who you're talking
I
about
don't
either. So I'm just gonna say 11.
All right. I'll say 15.
The answer is 39.
Shut up.
Oh,
I don't know who this person is, but they killed a lot of people.
they did kill a lot of people.
Edmund was a giant of a man and towered over friends and victims alike. How tall was he?
Are we talking about Ed Kemper?
Yeah.
I think he was 6'4".
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, huge was going to be my answer, but 6'4" probably would fit the bill.
Are you ready for the answer?
Yeah, we are.
6'9".
Shit,
Holy
seriously?
fuck. Wow, he was a really big dude.
He was a giant of a man.
Wow.
But yet,
So gentle.
so
While Sharon chews popcorn, I'm going to read the next question.
All right.
I just looked over and she's just stuffing her mouth with popcorn.
It's good popcorn, everybody.
Guys, look up the beer.
We typically hear about American serial killers, but they exist elsewhere in the world too.
No.
Really?
What was Andre Chikatilo famous for?
Chikatilo. Andre Chikatilo. Get it fucking
Shut up. Are you
straight.
serious? You know this one?
Of course.
The options are A, dissolving bodies in sulfuric acid. B,
Wait, I didn't hear the question.
what was he famous for?
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Do you need me to read A again?
Yeah.
Dissolving bodies in sulfuric acid. B, murdering elderly patients with non-prescribed medications. C, murdering more than 50 women and children, sometimes butchering them while they were still alive.
Oof.
Or D, smashing in the heads of over 40 men and then inserting a vodka bottle into the wound.
C.
Whoa. Yeah, I agree.
Answer C.
You say C, you are correct.
Damn. But that last one was a rough option. That would have been horrible.
Yeah.
Where did David Berkowitz grow up?
Is there options?
Uh-uh.
Oh, okay. Brooklyn?
Mindy, say something different.
Sorry, I had to burp off mic.
Mindy's burps are like cute little
You know what, shut
mouse
up.
burps. Like,
It's so unsatisfying. I think I don't know much about his backstory, so I'll say, what did you say, Brooklyn, Sharon?
I said Brooklyn.
I'll say Staten Island.
The answer is the Bronx.
Oh, I was actually going to be like, say the Bronx, Mindy, say the Bronx.
Should have tried mentally sent that to me telepathically.
Oh, fuck, next time. And Spencer, what beer did you bring us?
My choice is from Second Shift Brewing in somewhere. Oh, St. Louis. It is called Liquid Spiritual Delight. This is an imperial stout with, where did it go? 11.5 ABUs.
Nice.
It says Liquid Spiritual Delight is a stout that is a chewy, chocolatey, and a joy to behold. Just friggin' drink it.
I would agree with that. Actually.
Yeah, this is I
haven't even tasted it yet.
You
I'm
can
a
you can
stout
really
gal.
taste the ABUs.
Would you both stop it?
No,
never.
We will never stop making fun of you, Mindy.
I know. It's a delicious stout. I love stout personally.
I love imperial stouts, and this is strong. It is
Strong. It's good.
It's sweet. It's good. I could probably only drink like one can of this because it's very,
It's kind of a meal.
like he said, chewy
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
for sure.
Not chunky, but chewy. That'd be weird.
Oh no, I actually have chunks in mine. What the fuck?
You don't have chunks, Mindy? And it doesn't say it on the can, but I was looking it up, and the abbreviation for this beer is LSD, because Liquid Spiritual Delight.
It is delicious.
It is very good. It's very chocolatey. It's delicious.
How many beavers do you give it, Mindy? Mindy?
I'd say 4.
Okay.
4 beavers.
I give it 4.5 beavers.
Ooh.
I think I would go with 4 beavers as well.
All right.
All right, we are getting near the end, people.
Home stretch, motherfuckers.
We still have one more beer, though, right?
We do have one more
Yeah.
beer.
All right.
Like I said, home stretch, motherfuckers.
Give us some harder.
Oh, yeah, most of these are going to be harder, I think,
All right.
at the end here. Where did Bella Kiss live before committing his first crime?
I don't know who that is.
Bella Kiss?
I know the name, but I don't know who that is. Actually.
Where did Bella Kiss live before committing his first crime? I'm going to say this is not in the U.S.
Correct.
I'm going to say... Are we looking for a city or a country?
Country.
Germany.
Mindy?
England?
No. The answer is Hungary.
So we were both wrong.
Well, yeah, but Germany's closer to Hungary than...
So Sharon wins.
That's all that's important. Sharon's like, I'm going to show you up.
This is my territory.
Okay, I have no idea if you have any concept of this, but so I'm just going to read it.
Okay.
On June 28th, 1984. So you remember this, probably.
Yeah, very clearly.
Hey, how old do you think we are?
I don't know.
Let's not talk about that, but yeah.
All right, on June 28th, 1984, at the Glassell Park apartment house in Los Angeles, a 79-year-old woman was murdered. What was the name of the woman who was murdered?
Oh,
Oh,
shit, I have no
Jesus.
idea.
Ooh.
Can we phone a friend?
I can tell you the killer was the Night Stalker. Does that help?
Oh, okay. Well, so it was Richard Ramirez. He killed a bunch of people. I do not know the names of any of his victims.
I do not either. I feel bad about that, but no, I don't
I'm
know.
guessing, was this kind of a famous victim?
I have no
I
idea.
have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What's the answer?
The answer is Jenny Vincow. Vincow.
Rest in peace, Jenny.
Yes. Albert Fish was finally arrested for the murder of a young girl. Are you trying to look at my screen?
No, she
No,
was.
I was trying to chew away from the mic.
Okay.
And I
chew
think
your
there
chew
was
your beer.
Chew my popcorn. Yes, my chewy beer.
She also had a look of recognition a bit. when
Yes,
you
When
said
I
that.
said Albert Fish.
Yes.
Albert Fish was finally arrested for the murder of a young girl. What was her name?
I think it was Judy something.
Judy, like Twin Peaks.
Well, Jaude. Not like Twin Peaks, but I mean, well, yeah, same.
We're not going to talk about Judy.
In fact, we're not going to talk about Judy at all.
I thought we weren't going to talk about Judy. Sorry, I love Albert.
But
I don't know the answer, so I'm just in
I-
Twin Peaks.
Albert
shows.
Fish?
I really want to say her name is Judy. I could be totally wrong.
Mindy?
I'm going to stick with it just because it's a classic name.
Her name was Grace Budd.
Oh, balls.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Not at all.
Now it does.
Me. Sharon probably knows, but not me.
Charles Manson and the family were famous for murdering Sharon Tate. That's who you're named after, right?
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't. Were you?
Yeah. Honestly, I have no idea. All I know is
Hope not.
my dad picked my name after he shot down all my mom's choices of Priscilla after Priscilla Presley because she was a big Elvis fan.
Ooh.
And
She still is.
she still is a big Elvis Presley fan. And I think my mom's other choices were one of the Little Women, so Amy, Jo, Meg, or
Ooh, you could have been
Any
Priscilla.
one of them.
any one of them. And my dad's like, nope, Sharon. Who knows? Maybe he did name me after Sharon Tate.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
All right, so they were famous for murdering Sharon Tate. What was the address of the home where the family murdered Tate and wrote on the walls in blood?
Son of a bitch, I know this and I don't know it offhand.
Well.
Oh, it's multiple choice. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, okay, tell us.
Because
That was not on purpose. Choice A, 10050 Cielo Drive. B, 150 Cielo Drive. C, 1005 Cielo Drive. Or D, 1505 Cielo Drive. And I realize I said those numbers very weirdly, but it was the easiest way.
I'm going to go with the address that takes place on Cielo Drive.
I was going to say the same exact thing.
With ones and zeros and fives?
With ones, shit.
I don't know. I don't remember. And I just saw Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, too. I don't
All right.
remember. But I know it was on. Yeah, I'm going to go with the one on Cielo Drive.
I'm going to go with C.
Mindy, pick a different letter.
D.
You're both wrong. It was A,
Yay for both being wrong.
10050.
That seemed oddly not real sounding to me, but okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are places that have 5-digit addresses.
Yeah, I know.
What was Eddie Gein's mother's name? I don't know why they didn't just say Ed Gein. Eddie Gein's
Because maybe
mother's
that's what
name.
she called him.
Maybe.
Probably.
Eddie.
You're probably right.
Eddie, come massage my feet, Eddie.
Ew, creepy.
Give mommy a bath, Eddie.
Ew, because you know that happened.
I'm sure it did.
All right, what's her name?
Oh, is it not multiple choice?
Nope.
Shit.
I don't know her name.
Oh, God. I just
Dead is her name. No, I'm kidding.
listened to something about Ed Gein. I want to...
Who is from Illinois?
Fuck you. He's not from
Sorry,
Illinois.
I
He's from
know.
Plainfield, Wisconsin.
The joke. It's a bad joke, might I add.
I'm going to say Bernice Gein.
Her
name is Augusta.
Oh, yes. Yes, it was.
Well, you said Bernice, which B is right after A, so you were close.
so close.
I mean, it's like you almost got it.
It's-
I mean, really, I would say.
I mean, just give it to me. Just, that's a win in my book.
Who are the Hillside Stranglers?
Ooh. It's two guys. They have Italian sounding names. Oh, fuck. Is it something D'Angelo? Is that one of them? Shit. Okay. It's two guys.
Yes, and they do have Italian sounding names.
Wait,
At
are
least-
there
at least one of them.
options? Oh.
Fuck. I remember watching a made for TV movie on them when I was
Oh,
little.
man, those are the best.
And I know that Dennis Farina played one of the actors.
So Dennis Farina.
So Dennis Farina, obviously, is one of the killers. How is it that I know the actor who played one of the Hillside Stranglers, but I don't know the actual Hillside Stranglers' names?
Because the human brain is an odd thing.
all through the house.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So one of them is named Kenneth Bianchi or Bianchi, and the other one is Angelo. When you said D'Angelo, right?
Yeah.
Angelo Buono.
Yeah.
You were close.
That sounds, yeah, now that I hear it, I'm like, oh, sure, I've seen true crime shit about that, but yeah, I wouldn't have guessed it.
Next question. This British doctor became known as Britain's most prolific serial killer. What is his name? not multiple choice. Would it help you if I gave you
Hold
a
on.
year-ish?
A British doctor?
Doctor Who.
No, fuck you. I personally take offense to that. The doctor would ward off
I
any
stick by
danger.
my answer.
What up, Dr. 10? He's my man.
Do you have a guess?
I don't, but it's not Doctor Who.
His name is Harold Shipman.
Wait, I know that name. Why do I know that name?
Yeah, why do I know that name?
Because he was Britain's most prolific serial killer.
No, but like, what does it say anything about what he did specifically?
I
or-
can read you this. Harold Fred Shipman, born on January 14th, 1946, was an English doctor who became the most prolific serial killer in British history. Shipman committed 236 known murders, but many feel that the dastardly doctor killed many more. On January 31st, 2000, a jury of Shipman's peers found the doctor guilty of 15 murders. He was sentenced to life imprisonment with a recommendation that he not be released. 2 years later, the Home Secretary confirmed the life tariff. Shipman committed suicide in prison in 2004.
Pussy. Wow, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I stand corrected. It wasn't Doctor Who. You happy, Mindy?
Yes.
Thank God.
Because Doctor Who's an alien, first of all, and second of all,
Spoilers!
he's peaceful. It's not a spoiler. The
Well, I've never seen it,
The
so
show's
you
been
just
on
ruined
for
it.
50 fucking
Now I
years.
don't have to fucking watch it.
No, because you'll never guess all of the intricacies. And it's been on for 50 years, so calm down.
Yeah, calm down. The Candyman began his reign of terror in an area of Houston called the Heights.
What?
In what Houston suburb did his reign finally come to an end?
Wait a minute. I thought that was legit a Chicago urban
No,
legend.
dummy. Not the Candyman, the movie.
Well, I know it was a movie, but I thought it was a legit Chicago urban legend.
No, there is a
Clearly, I've not done a lot of research into this.
Clearly, you have no idea. You need to research this guy. They want the name of the actual suburb?
They want the name of the Houston suburb where his reign came to an end.
Fuck, I don't know. I don't know Texas suburbs.
I don't either.
I do know about this story, though, and it's fucking disgusting.
I don't know Texas suburbs, so I really
Yeah.
clearly am not qualified to answer this question.
It's also the name of a town in California called Pasadena.
Wait, did you just tell us the answer?
Yeah, I did. Because you don't know the answer.
Okay, so for our final beer, we have Sharon.
We have Convenient Distraction by Oso Brewing Company, which is from Plover, Wisconsin, and it is an imperial porter with vanilla and coffee beans added, 9.8% alcohol by volume. It says porter brewed with Madagascar bourbon, vanilla beans, and Ruby Roasters coffee.
Whoa.
All right,
It
let's
smells good.
try
Take a
this.
sip.
Ooh, it's like a meal.
I don't think it's as heavy as the last one we had.
The coffee taste is definitely there.
Yeah. Is it chewy?
Not mine.
Not as chewy as the last one. It's really good. Yeah, it's got a nice coffee flavor and sweetness with the vanilla. It's
Very
it's,
drinkable, smooth.
it's not as heavy as the last one.
No.
I have to say it's a little bit lighter, even though this is also. Oh, actually, no. This is an imperial porter. The other one was too much beer. The other one was an imperial stout.
Right.
So
This is delicious, though, I think.
it is really delicious.
I like it. But I feel like I couldn't really drink this with dinner. You know, like this is like a meal unto itself or a dessert or something.
This is a breakfast porter.
Yeah.
or breakfast. That too.
I give this one 4.5 beavers.
I would agree with the beavers you gave.
I got to give it 3.25 beavers because I don't care for coffee so much.
Oh, okay.
Boo.
I do like a good coffee stout, and this is a good coffee stout, I think.
Except it's a porter.
Shit. You know what I mean.
I'm glad that the one that I picked I rated the highest.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, good for you. No, I'm
Oh,
kidding.
that was the sweetest. So,
Yeah.
It was. This is delicious, though. Mm-hmm. Good pick, Sharon.
all right, let's do a few more trivia questions
Let's bring it home.
and then
Let's bring it home.
a fight to the death. Nope. Okay. No fighting to the death.
I said, let's bring it home like 3 times. I think fight to the death is just implied after that.
Sorry, I couldn't tell by the look in your eyes that you wanted a fight to the death.
You mean the angry look of challenge in my eyes?
Shallow.
Mindy's had enough beer.
I'm just
I
very
think we-
excitable and very competitive.
All had enough beer at this point.
Anyway, let's turn to Spencer for more questions.
Turn to me. Focus on me. All right. Charles Manson is one of the most infamous inmates of what prison? A. Corcoran State Prison in Corcoran, California. B. Morgan County Correctional Complex in Warburg, Tennessee. C. Dixon Correctional Institute in Jackson, Louisiana. Or D. Eastern Correction Institute in Westover, Maryland.
A.
I would agree.
Corcoran.
You are correct. Okay, this is about the acid vat murders.
Whoa!
In 1997, a man disappeared. The man was a transvestite who went by the name of Vanessa. What was the name of this man?
Oh my God, I have no idea.
The actual man's name.
Yes.
John Smith.
Oh. I'm going to go with Art Vanderlei.
Very nice. My mother will appreciate that. Because she listens, by the way.
You are correct. No.
That would have been amazing.
His name was Barry Lane.
Betty!
With all due respect to Barry Lane.
What was the name of Dennis Nilsson's dog?
Oh, it was Spot. Fido. Spido. Spido.
If we ever get a dog, we have to name it Spido.
I have no idea.
A Spido after Dennis Nilsson's dog. Obviously.
I actually kind of like this dog name. Bleep.
Bleep.
For real?
Despite his lack of emotional attachment to human beings, Nilsson loved animals.
Aw.
Following his arrest, he showed much concern for the welfare of his mixed breed dog, Bleep.
Aw.
Oh, that's kind of a cute name. Bleep.
Bleep.
I think that's a good one to end on.
I would agree.
Okay.
Well, now that we're good and drunk, thank you for listening to our podcast. Feel free to make fun of us for all the shit we missed that we should have known. But Sharon's way better at serial killers, we've determined, than horror movies. I'm still the reigning champ for horror movie trivia.
Yeah, you did kick my ass at horror movie
But you
trivia.
did really good on serial killer trivia. And we have all
Only-
decided our next pet would be named Bleep, so that's cool.
Oh, I thought we were going to name him Spido.
I like Spido.
I'm going for Bleep.
That could be its middle name.
Spido Bleep.
Spido Bleep. Come here, Spido Bleep. All right.
Silliness aside,
That popcorn just came out of your hair.
Out of my hair?
it's been that kind of a day.
Wow. A piece of popcorn just fell out of my hair. Well,
So hope you guys are having a good weekend. Because clearly we are. Sharon, do we have anything else to add, really?
oh.
Not really.
When
Write
you-
us.
When you combine lots of alcohol.
I'm just going to jump in and say check the episode description for contact info if you want to send a story, scary stories, an escape story, any information on serial killers, any fun, scary, creepy stories. Please do that. We would love to hear from you.
Because Spencer just hijacked our podcast, which is totally fine.
Because I think he thinks we drank too much.
I would agree with everything everybody just said right now. Thank you for listening and putting up with us. And we'll be back soon. And as always,
Thanks for getting creepy with us. Good dog, Spido. Good dog.